Hey there, this is Ananya, and today is the first day we start off with the concept of OOP. Now, what is OOP? That is Object Oriented Programming. I'll be creating a separate playlist for this so that things don't get all jumbled up if I put everything in the Python playlist altogether, all right? So now, what is OOP? Informally speaking, OOP is a style, or rather say a different style of designing software. It's basically got a different syntax, So as a beginner, you might say, why do we have to switch to another syntax? We were leading a happy life with procedure-oriented programming. And trust me, you are not alone. I have seen many people ask me on social media, is a class just another sort of function which you can call using an object? Or is there more to it? Believe me, there's a lot more. For example, let's take that you are the head of a small store. Now, this example is based on procedure-oriented programming. So you are the head of a small store, and let's say you are suddenly very happy due to some success, and you unanimously decide to pay all of your 8 employees a bonus. Now, let's see how you can work that out using POP, right? So you basically just take any function and you just say that this employee name has been granted 2,500 rupees. Okay, rupees or rather say any currency of your country. I have 6 employees. Let me add in 2 more. Okay, and this is basically your procedure-oriented programming. You have a function, you call it and all of that. Now, let's just have a quick run. Your 8 employees got 2,500 each, no matter which designation they are assigned to, since it's a small company. Now, what if your company turned out to be a huge success and you received another achievement, but now you have more than 10K employees? Would you follow this same method to give them a bonus? Now it would be impossible, right? So that's where you use OOP to deal with large projects and coding, all right? You get to analyze about real-world projects and their relationship with each other. Example, let's take a specific department of employees and you are assigning their respective bonus, right? Not each employee is in the same department. So each department, each designation gets a different bonus. Now that is relating the object with its properties. So OOP provides more benefits such as this, for example, data hiding, code reusability, etc., that we should be learning in the future sessions. Now coming to technical terms, OOP helps to structure programs so that its properties and behaviors are grouped into certain objects. Now, I'll be making 2 statements which we will later be seeing pictorially. The first one, an object is a collection of data and methods that perform actions on them. And number 2, a class is a blueprint of that object. Now, to simplify things, let's see it pictorially. There are various cars and their different models, right? Now, treat them as objects. All of them have been built off of some drawings or blueprints of engines, brakes, car skeletons, etc. So, the blueprints are the class which hold various data and methods to build the car. And the car is the object that implements all of this data and methods. Might sound a little mind-boggling, but trust me, with a little bit of practice and determination, you'll get the hang of it. Now, to end today's session, let's start with a simple code so that you can understand the next lectures pretty easily. Let me comment this program out. And now what I want to do is, it's a pretty simple bone structure that you are about to see now. So how do you define a class that is using the class keyword? So let's say I just want to print the name of a fruit. So let's say class fruit. And what you do is simply give a colon and hit next. It'll have the indentation for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a function inside it. Now, when I'm writing this function, you might find something a little different than how you usually define functions. I hope you could already see it. That's the self keyword. Now, don't bother about the self keyword right now, because I'll be explaining that and also in it in the next session very clearly. Now, this is my class, and what I do is I'm going to call it using an object. Okay, we were talking about objects and classes. So I'm going to declare a variable named object, and to that I'll be assigning the class fruit. That's it. It's as easy as that. So you're basically instantiating the object of the fruit class. Now, this similar example I had taken when we were doing Kinter projects, and we were assigning the TK class to the root word, or rather say the root variable. I hope you can understand that now. Now, it is pretty similar to a function call, and exactly what happens when an object is assigned a class, we will see when we are learning constructors and destructors. All right, this being done, I'm going to just call the function fruit name that belongs to class fruit. How do I do that? Now, since obj is the object of the fruit class, I can simply say obj.fruit name. Okay, and that's it. It does the work. Now let me print it. Okay, you can see that apple has been printed as my result. Now we will be seeing what self means and init means in the next sessions. For now, I think this is enough to get started with. I hope you have a clear idea of what classes and objects are and what exactly is OOP. I'll meet you all next time with a clear explanation. Till then, bye-bye. I'll see you all soon.